Oh, well, I guess I owe an explanation. Hi, I'm Static Cerebrum, or just Static, if you want. I'm a half Romanian, half Indian indie game dev. I should probably give an explanation to what's going on. It's been a while since I started uploading on my social medias, from TikTok to YouTube to Twitter and Blue Sky. I really never explained what I was doing, so here we go. This is a very brief introduction. It all started a few years ago. I initially was making a Terraria mod called Melting Souls mod. This is where I discovered object-oriented programming. Until then, I only knew HTML and CSS. The mod was uh, a disaster. And that is not because the mod was hard to make, but it was because Terraria was too hard to mod. Stuff would break off, then I had to do a lot of workarounds to make things work. All of this just for very basic stuff. For a boss that was mostly both broken in terms of difficulty and in terms of stability. Here, let me just show you what I mean. Yeah. Mind you, this was my first time making stuff. The music, the sprite, and the code was all done by me. Did I improve since then? Maybe. But did I learn something? Absolutely. I learned that Terraria modding was not not made for me. But that is enough about the past. Let's talk about the present. Around the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, I don't even fucking remember. This is where I officially ditched the Terraria mod and decided that I should make a game on my own, just for fun. It was difficult. Scophobia is the fear of being watched. I got inspired from Voices of the Void, a great indie game that you should play. It's a job simulator where you process signals and sell them. It's fairly simple. I always thought that job simulators are fun, but they are never hard enough, and I should fix that. In my game, Scophobia, the same concept of Voices of the Void carries. You process and sell signals. Should be easy, right? Wrong. The way you process these signals is with a cipher. You know, Morse code, shift ciphers, things like that. At the start of new contract, you will have to walk over to the signal processing station. Once you get to the station, you are presented with a few interactable computers. One is to catch the signal and the other is to process. The other computers are not important for now. To complete the contract, you have to first find the right frequency. There are different waves to choose from. There are sine, square, saw waves that you have to figure out. Sometimes the contract will give you clues on what to input here, but on higher difficulties you are on your own. After successfully finding the right frequency, you have to wait for it to process. Then the cipher message will be displayed on a processing computer. There are a lot of planned ciphers that I have, but right now I have Morse code. I had the shit to easily find the words, but again, in harder difficulties, you are on your own. You input the encrypted words and job is done. You fail to input the message correctly and a certain amount of times, or you fail certain minigames that will appear during the contract, and a special enemy will come down the station and destroy it, along with the entire area. And the game is over. Now, the gameplay loop is that: do signals, don't fuck up, get points according to how fast you finish the contract to buy yourself some upgrades, and yeah, survive. Now let's talk about how enemies work. At the start of each new contract, a random enemy will be chosen. There are two categories of enemy: the Stalkers and the Forgotten. The Stalkers is a pretty simple family. It includes a few enemies that can be stunned using the right flash color. The player is equipped with a special flashlight that, when activated, will create a bright flash of a selected color. The colors available are red, green and blue. To stun an enemy, you have to look at the cornea, which indicates what color they are weak to. For example, in the case of Cupcake, this ugly stupid fuck, her cornea is red, which means that she is weak to the red color, and red color only. Other colors will do nothing, or arrange her in higher difficulties. Other enemies will have mixed color. For example, one could have purple, which means that they are weak to both blue and red, but you need to flash them twice with red and blue to stun them. On the other hand, they get stunned for longer, which gives you time to run to safety or recharge. Speaking of which, recharging is another mechanic in the game. You have a battery to check, and when it drains, you will not die instantly. Instead, you will get slowed down, a timer telling you to recharge or die. On top of that, your vision will get corrupted, so good luck finding a way to recharge station. But this is only scratching the surface on what the game will be, and this is just a concept. While I am doing some work, it's getting very hard. I keep losing motivation to work, and Godot is not helping at all. So, what is the future of the game? Well, first off, I'm going to change the engine. Godot was a fine engine at first. It's great. It's good for 2D, but this game is 3D, and it's, well, a bit harder. I had a lot of problems with rotations, with handling input, so it was becoming a burden. And I can't just download plugins. Trust me, I tried. It's just not working, because I was using C#, which was a very bad idea. But I just don't want to learn the other language, which is GTScript. The reason is because it's ugly and it's very limited for my use case. So I'm changing to Unity. At least there is a easy way to create keybinds and handle them. At least I can actually save the keybinds. All of this stuff was very hard to do before. I tried to make some log and documents of the journey just for fun. And lastly, the game is free. You can play the previous version on itch.io, but I'm planning to make much more improved version of the base game that will cost $5. But I need your support, if you want, of course. You can donate on my Ko-fi page and support me and my work. And with all that out of the way, it's time to wrap it up. I'll go and eat my birthday cake. So for anyone that has reached the end of the video, good morning, good day, and good night. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, sì sì. Ah, a posto. No, però Stefano è ancora vivo! Stefano è ancora vivo!
Mi potete uccidere? Sì, ma devo morire, Ita. Vabbè, sì.
Puoi morire più in fretta.
Esploderò tra poco.
C'è una bomba su di me! C'è una bomba su di me! C'è una bomba su di me!
Come funziona? No, vabbè, a noi non succede nulla.